together a chance I get. Shout outs and tributes and what you snacking on, Liz. Liz digging canoe, bringing you together. Liz digging canoe, get ready for the show.
Good morning, everyone. We are live, and this is Coffee with Liz. It is 1 hour of hanging out with like-minded individuals from all over the planet. Yes, we've done some rearranging of this room today. So, yeah, we moved the desk, we moved the lights, we added some additional lights. So hopefully, this is nice and bright. So right on. All right, let's see who's in the house this morning. Let's see who's in the house. There's a lot of people here already. 20 in the house so far. So let's say hello to everyone. The first person in the chat today was the lovely Linda Wallace. So Linda, thank you very much. Oh my goodness. The detecting soda is number 2. Jonathan, right on. Oh my goodness. Gabriel Barlow in the house, a junior detectorist. So yeah, remember, we have to support the junior detectorists by watching their videos. We can't comment on their videos anymore, but at least we can watch them. So right on. Let's continue down the list. Oh my goodness. Bit of a chat going on there. Doodle's gone digging from Scotland. Did you see his interview with Digger Dawn? Oh my goodness, great interview. Who else is here with us today? Oh my gosh, Sondel Sven from Germany. Truly international. We've got the United States so far. We have Germany and we have Scotland. Oh my goodness, right on. Who else in the house? Ambient Girl, Relic Hunter here. Who else? My goodness. I'm scrolling. I am scrolling down the list, hoping that I don't miss anyone. Oh my gosh, Meryl, Metal Detecting NYC. Also in the house today. Part of the New York City posse. Who else? Oh my goodness. Las Vegas Urban Treasure Hunter here. Thank you very much for dropping by this morning. I really appreciate that. Now I know that a lot of you are out there digging because it's probably really nice where you are. The traveling detector is here, as is the weird guy in the park. Who else is here? Jimmy Cloak is here. Nikas also here. Thank you. Dig It Mert. Metal Detecting UK. Thank you for joining this morning. Sully Saving History says, good morning, Liz. Good morning, everyone. Good morning to you, Sully. Thank you for coming out this morning. Who else? Man, I am scrolling down this list. Indiana Tones. Also part of the New York City posse. Maybe we'll get them all. I don't know. Let's see. Let's continue down the list. Oh my goodness. Wow. Steve Shepard in the house representing Canada. Dragonfly Diggs also here. Man, oh man. Goalie WB is here. Hello, Goalie WB. Celebrating a wedding anniversary this weekend. So right on. Happy anniversary to you. Skid marks the spot. Right on. Double audio. What? There's a double audio? Uh-oh. Is there really a double audio? Oh my goodness. Sounds better now, comes and goes. What is that all about? Oh, I hope we don't have audio issues today. Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh my goodness. Now I don't hear the stream while I'm broadcasting, so oh, sorry. Oh my goodness. All good now. Oh man. Ski Searcher in the house. Thank you, Ski Searcher. Mark Thomas also here. The History Digger Rob in the house. Andrew T also here. Sounds fine to me. All right. Ferris Grump. Gotta say, that's gotta be like on the top 10 of the coolest metal detecting channel names ever. Ferris Grump. Like, unbelievable. Oh my goodness. Dogstar Blazer here. Right on, right on. All right. Gabriel Barlow has to go. I totally get that. Thank you very much for joining me. Now, before I bring in our guest, I just wanted to say that yeah, you might be able to see my oh, sorry, it's reversed. My right eye is still really not looking too good. Earlier this week, I found out that I have this thing called blepharitis or blepharitis. Blepharitis, I think that's what it's called. It's some weird name. But anyways, I have an eye infection that started in my eyelid and then like went to my eye, and like I'm waking up with like a sealed shut eye in the morning, all goopy and stuff, and it was really, really gross. And oh, it seems to be going down. But I gotta say, with COVID, I called my optometrist and I'm like, blah, 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 blah. I had to leave a message. They got back to me the day after and she's like, yeah, we could fit you in next week. I'm like, next week? I don't think so. So, anyways, yeah, been trying some homeopathic stuff and it seems to be getting better. So, right on. All right. Nick Molnar in the house. Right on. All right. So, on today's stream, my special guest is Jonathan from the Detecting Zone. Now, Jonathan is part of the New York City crew, and I will be bringing him in a sec. Just want to say that, yeah, take like 2 seconds. Doesn't even take 2 seconds. Hit the like button on this stream. I would really, really appreciate it because it helps the stream to rank a little bit higher, and we just might be suggested on someone's homepage. How cool would that be? I think I just saw 𝗥𝗔𝗗𝗓𝗥 sneak in. I think she did. John's Detecting Adventures in the house. Right on. Corey the Treasure Hunter here. Oh my goodness. Wow. Thank you all for joining me this morning. Right on. Okay, so as usual, if you have a question for Jonathan, put an @DiggingCanuck in the chat to get my attention and I will ask him the question. All right. Dogstar Blazer says, hello, Digging Canuck. Hello to you. Right on. Oh my goodness. All right, let's bring Jonathan in. Hopefully this works. He's been sitting patiently in the green room. So oh my gosh, Mike Wolf in the house. Right on. Downey's Detecting and Prospecting says morning. All right, let's bring Jonathan in. I'm gonna have to put my headset on. Hopefully no audio problems. Go away, audio problems. All right, where is Jonathan? Let's see. Here he is. All right, let us bring Jonathan. Where is he? He is right there, hopefully.
Hey Liz, how you doing?
Oh my goodness. Let me just
Hey Liz.
Oh, hang on.
How you doing?
I am doing really well. I'm just going to lower your volume just a little bit.
Okay.
because you're spiking out on the red. And apparently the red is no good.
Yeah, on OBS it tells you when it's too loud. I'll also move my microphone away from me a bit.
All
That might
right.
help.
All right. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Jonathan from the Detecting Zone. Jonathan,
Hey.
for everyone who has not seen your channel, and I know it's slightly possible.
Yeah.
Tell them about who you are and what it is that you do.
Sure. I am a New York City detectorist. I often go out hunting in groups with our New York City crew. There's Merrill of Metal Detecting New York City. There's Carlos, Darkstar Blazer in the chat. There's Indiana Tones, and yeah, we hunt the parks and beaches here around New York City. I also am an avid reader. I love to play video games and collect coins.
All right. All right. Now, I gotta say, when I was researching your channel,
Mhm.
you are a bit of a oh, I can hear myself. I can hear myself. Do you have the audio on? Oh, okay. All right,
Is that
that's
better?
yeah, that's better.
Okay.
Okay, I heard myself and I figure, oh my, okay.
Yeah, my headphones might be too loud. These are really powerful.
Oh, okay. When I was researching your channel, I found out that you, sir, are a bit of a YouTube pioneer. You started streaming. You're laughing. You started streaming like in 2007. That's like 13 years ago.
Those old village videos of when I was in college, when I go back now and watch them, they are so cringy. I watch them and I'm like, that is not who I am now. And sometimes I feel like I should delete them, but I keep them up just to remind myself of who I was back then and my friends back then and just the changes over time.
That is like hardcore. I mean, like 2007. When I think back to 2007, wow, I didn't even know that people could put videos on YouTube. And you were already, I mean, mind you, they were not metal detecting, and they wouldn't be metal detecting for quite some time.
Yeah.
But you said you were a college student at that time, but what on earth made you just put stuff on YouTube back then?
I was always hanging out with my friends, and I just decided it was a good idea just to record us hanging out. A lot of those videos are me and my friends playing Dance Dance Revolution or me juggling. I was part of the juggling club at the University of Vermont. And so there's a lot of that in those videos. Also, just me joking around and being funny. I had this weird sense of humor back then. Yeah.
Right on, right on. Now, you mentioned Vermont. You actually moved from Vermont to New York City in, I think it was like around 2009, maybe.
Yeah, so I'm a native New Yorker. I was born here in Brooklyn, but I went away to college in Vermont for those 4 years I was in Vermont. Yeah.
Okay. So you are a native New York City person.
Hmm.
Right on. So before we get into the metal detecting, you've posted a lot of different, and you've got a lot of different interests. Like for a while there, it was plants. Do you still have plants?
I love plants. In college, I was studying carnivorous plants up there in Vermont, and I also grew orchids for a long time. I moved last November, well, 2 Novembers ago, and I had to just get rid of all of my plants because my new apartment doesn't have room for them. So there's a special place in my heart for them, especially the orchids and the carnivorous plants, but I don't grow anymore.
What about video games? You did a lot of video gaming. Are you still a gamer?
Oh yeah, I'm still a gamer, and I like the retro stuff. I do play like the PlayStation 4 and some newer stuff, but I like to play my Sega Genesis, my Nintendo, my Super Nintendo, things from back in the day, Asteroids, Pac-Man, things like that.
Do you still do any of that, like game chasing, going out and trying to find old stuff?
It's so difficult here in New York because I think with eBay, everybody knows what stuff's worth. So if they want to sell it, they're going to sell it, for a high price. So it's difficult to get a good price. But and there was a while where I was game chasing and getting a lot of good stuff in bundles. And my wife had to tell me, slow down. You're only allowed to buy one game per month, and it was like a mini People's Choice Awards. What game am I going to get this month? Thanks to New Hampshire Beach Detecting for that.
Holy smokes! Holy smokes. Oh
By the
my.
way, I love that channel, New Hampshire Beach Detecting and Rob
Wow.
Ferguson. Both of them are like some of my top channels that I love to watch on YouTube.
Oh my goodness. Will you join me in a dance when Bender, there he is. Bender's dancing. E-N-D. Boom. Oh my gosh, New Hampshire Beach Detecting.
That's
Holy
amazing.
smokes. Wow. That's incredible. Thank you.
Yeah, that's
Wow.
really cool.
That's absolutely incredible. My gosh. My gosh. The back of your bookcase there, books. You started out with books and you're still reading books, and you used to
Yeah.
have a series called Being Well Read. What's that all about?
Yeah, so I used to post videos very often in that series, and it was just me reading books and talking about them. What did I like about the book? What didn't I like? Questions I had. And I was trying to start up a conversation with the audience, but that never really gained traction. I think the last time I had done a Becoming Well Read video, it was just a live stream because I was like, I don't want to spend the time to record and edit a whole video, so I'll just
Yeah.
talk about it in the live stream.
Yeah.
And I think that was Pet Cemetery by Stephen King.
What are you reading right now?
I'm reading The Talisman by Stephen King and Peter Straub. I'm about, I'd say, 2/3 of the way through it.
Ah, okay. I just recently, I've been wanting to read this book for, oh my God, a long time. I finally got a copy of Alex Haley's Roots. Roots. It's, oh my goodness, am I dating myself here? It's the saga of a now American family, and it follows goes back to when they were in Africa and taken as slaves to the United States.
Oh, wow,
That's
interesting.
it's about like it's 950 something pages. So hopefully I'm gonna be reading that poolside this year. But I'm just curious if anyone in the chat would like to I guess put down in the chat what it is that you're reading right now. Like, what are you reading? Do people still read? I hope people still read.
Yeah, I always love book recommendations. Dragonfly says, Jonathan, what's your favorite book? I really like Stephen King's short stories. He has one called The Breathing Method, which I really enjoy, and also An Anthropologist on Mars by Oliver Sacks. He's a
Oh.
neuroscientist, and that book just goes over people whose brains function differently, people with autism, people with Tourette's, and mute people, and how they speak and how they see the world. So.
Mm-hmm. Right on, right on. My favorite book to date, and it's a children's book, but it's still my favorite book to date, is Where the Wild Things Are by Morris Sendak.
Yeah.
That is, I think it's one of the most incredible books ever written for kids. It's incredible.
Yeah, that one was really cool. That's really funny. For kids' books, I really like The Stinky Cheese Man.
Oh.
Yeah, it's funny, and it just parodies so many other stories, other fairy tales.
Really?
Yeah.
Right on. Too fun. And like I said, I really like, I don't know about you, but I cannot read I can't read a book, an ebook. I need to have the physical book in my hand.
Oh yeah, I'm a big proponent for flipping pages. I cannot. It's just that light, and it doesn't feel sort of tangible. I even like the smell of books. Like when you first open a book, it sort of puts you in the mood.
Yes. Yes, I totally agree with you there. Do you have any other interests that we don't know about? Like we're gonna get into metal detecting, but
let's see. I go to Comic-Con every year.
Ah,
and I
do
try to
you?
dress up in costume
Oh.
for that. So I was Tony Stark one year. I was Groot another year. I was Walker the Watcher another year. And yeah, so that's sort of like a thing I'm into. Let me think. Anything else? I build Gundams, so there's like plastic model robots, sort of.
Ah,
And
okay,
those take
yeah.
a very long time to build, and they're very meticulous. Sometimes 1,000 or 2,000 little pieces that need to be cut
Wow.
out and sanded and
Oh my
buffed up.
goodness.
Yeah.
Wow. DF Digger says, has Jonathan read Stephen King's book, The Long Walk?
Yes, and actually at that time, I think he wrote it under a different name. I think it was written under Richard Bachman, which was his pseudonym. It was one of his early books, and it was basically, if I'm getting this right, it was a competition of a bunch of kids that were put to walk, and if they stopped, they would get shot. And whoever wins, I guess, gets a huge prize, but everybody else has to die. So
Wow.
yeah, that was a really good book.
Oh my goodness. Let's change things over to metal detecting.
Sorry for being morbid,
No,
but
no, oh my goodness, no, not at all. I think the first video that I saw that had anything to do with metal detecting was in 2016, and you did a year-end finds. Now, apparently, you've been detecting before that. What got you started in metal detecting, and why?
I was always interested in metal detecting, and I had seen there weren't a lot of like metal detecting channels on YouTube, but here in New York, I was always going to Orchard Beach, and I had seen people detecting on the beach. And when I started off, I got my Ace 350, and I just wanted to go out and do something to have a hobby to do. So I started going to the beach. I didn't really hunt the parks until about 2 or 3 years ago.
Oh.
But yeah, that's what got me started. Just I had seen other people doing it on the beach. I tried to find videos on YouTube. I got myself a detector and just did it.
Do you remember some of the early channels that you watched?
At this point, no, I can't recall like the earlier ones. I know the ones I watch now, but yeah, it's been
Mm-hmm.
so long.
Mm-hmm. Now, would you classify yourself as a relic hunter or a coin hunter?
I like silver, but more I like jewelry, and I think just to bring up that sort of difference in one of my previous videos from this week, I found a really cool old coin, and I found a really cool piece of silver jewelry, and I said that the jewelry was my favorite find, and in the chat, at least three or four, sorry, in the comments, at least 3 or 4 people said no, it's the coin that's the better find, and I was like, yeah, but I like the jewelry, so yeah, I'm a jewelry hunter.
So you're a jewelry hunter, but you don't mind it when a nice coin comes
Yeah,
around.
I mean, I save all the wheat pennies, I save all the silver coins, but I'm really going out to find jewelry.
Ah, okay. All right. Now, you need a permit to detect in New York City, correct?
Yeah, and the permitting process is really easy. They have the application online. You just print it out and send that in with a copy of your photo ID because they need to put your address on the permit as well. And yeah, it takes a few weeks. This year it took a bit longer because of the COVID-19. One of my friends waited a few months, but I think they're back in business doing permits now.
So how much does that permit cost?
It's free, and I
Oh,
would recommend even if you're not in New York, get one because you never know when you'll be coming to New York, and it's free.
oh,
So why not?
oh, you're kidding.
Yeah.
Now, have you ever been asked to show the permit anywhere?
Very often we get asked.
Really?
Sometimes it's by police, but a lot of times it's the parks department, just making sure that we're following the rules. And there's a lot of rules and stipulations on the beach, some of which are hard to follow. Like we have to be 25 feet away from a tree. So like if you see any trees, you sort of have to know in your head how far you have to be from it. And
Wow.
yeah, there's certain like
Really?
stipulations about the type of digging tools that you use. It can't be like of a certain length.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow. Can you detect in Central Park?
No, that's one of the questions we get asked a lot. And while there are a lot of parks allowed, Central Park is not one of them. Um, and also, there's some funny rules to other parks. A lot of our videos, we go to Prospect Park. That park can only be hunted on weekends. And so, certain parks have certain rules. It comes with a list and the rules when you get the permit.
Wow. I would think that detecting on a park would be better on the weekdays when people are like not picnicking or whatever it is that they're doing. That kind of, I don't know, that kind of sounds a little weird to me.
Yeah, I think Prospect Park is one of the bigger, more popular parks, and like Central Park, it's sort of a tourist destination. So I think they want to limit the amount of detectors. There was a huge, a few years ago, and there's videos on YouTube of this push where people, there wasn't a permitting process, and people were pushing the Parks Department to get that through and to get parks on the permit. And there was a lot of negotiation back and forth. And I guess the compromise was that Prospect Park could be hunted, but only on weekends.
Hmm. Wow. Okay. Now you've detected some really, really cool places like Coney Island. Like when I think of Coney Island, I think of like the roller coaster and the hot dogs.
Yeah, Coney Island is iconic. It's just, if you look at music videos and movies, it's been used so many times as a backdrop. And there's a lot of history. There used to be 3 big amusement parks there. Now I think it's It's a lot of smaller ones. There was an elephant that was electrocuted at Coney Island. They wanted to hang it and they couldn't. And so there's a lot of history there. Some of my favorite memories are hunting at night in Coney Island and just having that backdrop of all those lights while
Oh,
I'm out with my
yeah.
friends.
Yeah. What's the best thing you found on Coney Island?
Well, I can tell you the best thing I've seen found on Coney Island. My friend Carlos, who's in the chat, his name is 𝗥𝗔𝗗𝗪𝗡𝗟𝗏, found this huge gold chain. I can't understate how incredibly large this chain was. He could probably say how much it weighed, but it basically looked like a Mr. T chain.
Really?
It was
Holy.
ridiculous. Yeah.
Wow. That's wow.
And I also found, for me, I found a little gold ring on Coney Island. I think I have it here. Yeah, it's this little heart gold ring. Hopefully, it's in the. Wait, this way.
Yeah. Oh, that's nice.
Yeah.
That's actually really nice.
For me, it's a really cute little ring. By the way, Ferris Bueller's Day Off. Thanks for that super chat.
Do you know Ferris?
Oh no, he left a super chat.
Oh, I thought he was one of your New York City boys.
Oh no. But that would be we're always looking for people to hunt, especially other YouTubers. So yeah, if you guys want to hunt.
Oh my goodness, we're gonna have to do a couple little dances. This first one's for Fair. Oh my goodness, this one's from Mike.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you, Mike Wolf.
That's so funny.
Boom. Right on. And I'm sure one's got to, there you go. Ferris Bueller, another cool name. My goodness. Yeah. Bender likes aliens.
Oh, that's funny.
Boom. Right on. Oh my, Jonathan, we have 40 people watching us right now. Did you know that?
Yeah, that's incredible.
40. Holy smokes. What about, I think you were detecting Dead Horse Bay before it was like the in thing. Tell us about how you found Dead Horse Bay and what's the big deal with Dead Horse Bay?
Okay, so Dead Horse Bay, how I found out about it. I was working in a restaurant which had just converted into like a restaurant/bar at the time, and one of the bartenders had told me about this place. She's sort of a hippie, but she says, there's a lot of old stuff there. She says really disgusting, and if I go, I should wear waders or something like that. I had been out there, I think, once before I went out with Meryl, and but after I went with Meryl, I had gone more. It's really far from where I live, but it's basically a landfill that had broken. It was poorly capped, and it had broken, and since it broke, little by little, the tides, as they come in and out, they start washing things onto the beach. And that beach is known as Glass Bottle Beach.
Ah, oh my goodness. Meryl's getting into it. He says, do you know Ferris Bueller? It's Keith DeFazio.
Oh, it is Keith. Hey. He had a different name before. It was he's New Level Auto, but he also had a different name. And he switched it to Ferris Bueller now. Oh,
Ferris Bueller is a cool name. There's a lot of cool names in the chat. Oh my goodness. He moved away.
Yeah.
Oh, we'll have to do a special dance when Bender. There we go.
Cool.
Right on, Meryl. Metal Detecting NYC.
Yeah, that's pretty funny. But so me and Meryl were not having luck one day. We went out metal detecting to a few spots. One of them was Coney Island during the off season. And I had suggested going to Dead Horse Bay. And we went out with our metal detectors. We really didn't know how bad the situation was.
Bad as in gross and dirty and dangerous, or
that's how much metal there was under that beach. It's really not detectable. You have to go mudlark. Yeah, but we both left with mercury dimes that day from Dead Horse Bay, and we both left wanting and knowing that we wanted to go back.
Really?
It leaves an impression on you. There's hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of bottles on that beach, and just old stuff. I've seen cars there. I've seen stranded boats. I've seen marbles. I know Adele
Wow.
has pulled at least $2 Morgan from that beach.
Seriously.
Yeah, it's amazing.
Oh my goodness.
Indiana Jones.
Somebody asked if Adele was in the chat. I guess not.
Yeah, I don't know.
Oh my goodness. Let's see.
Yeah.
Indiana Tones. $5.01. He's trying to up Meryl. Who is this one? Metal Detecting NYC.
Always part of the New York crew. Yeah, Keith
Right on.
is a member of the crew.
Oh my
still,
goodness.
Of course, always.
And here's Lou. Oh my God. I might have to change this to the song again.
The song?
Yeah.
Song?
Yeah, because I keep having to spell Bender, and it might get old for some people. I don't know. Hey, Kemp Valley Diggers in the house, Scuba Sonia in the house, Canadian Relic Recon in the house, Mark Thomas in the house, a bunch of great people in the house. We have got Wild Fellows in the house. Wow. My goodness, we have 42 people in the house. So yeah, we were talking about Dead Horse Bay. So it was a landfill from like really a long time ago?
Yeah, I think. I'm not exactly sure when, but Robert Moses was the one who had decided to landfill it. It was an island before, and so they basically threw everything into the water and then covered it up, sort of to bridge the island with the mainland.
I gotcha.
And there were a lot of plans for it. There were plans for it to be an airport at one point that didn't pan through, and then it became a sort of national park where you really can't. They're basically protecting the land, which means they're not allowed to clean it.
They're not allowed to clean the landfill?
Yeah, they're not allowed to take anything off of the land because
interesting.
Because it is a national park. Yeah.
Wow. So I guess if a metal detectorist were to go to New York for a visit or whatever, they would have to go to Dead Horse Bay.
Yeah, they would have to go just to see it. I think it's one of those places that if you are a treasure hunter, you have to see this place. It's old things are just washing up, doll parts, pieces of shoes. There are horse bones from the horse processing factories that were there. It's surreal when you go. It looks like like no other place I've seen it. If you don't have like that trained eye to see treasure, you say, wow, this place is a dump. It smells bad. There's bottles everywhere. There's old stuff. There's rust everywhere. This is not a beach where you want to take your shoes off. Just put it that way. But there's a lot of treasure there. You just have to look for it.
Right on. Now, would you say that Dead Horse Bay, the people mudlarking there, is getting to be more popular? Because I know there's been a lot of videos for people going to Dead Horse Bay. Are you seeing more people when you go there now?
Yeah. Since Meryl's put out his videos, I think it sort of gained popularity amongst treasure hunters. But after I had first heard about it from my friend, I looked it up online, and there were a few older videos of treasure hunters going there. So some people have been going for years. But yeah, there is renewed interest. That place is never going to be hunted out. Things just keep washing up every time there's a storm event, every time there's a high tide. Mm-hmm. So there's really enough for everybody, even if it is packed now.
Right on. I just want to say that I am truly blown away right now that my good friends, the Russian war diggers, are in my chat right now. And I just want to say that he speaks English, very, very, very good English. He is in the chat. And wow, if you've never watched one of their live streams, you have to watch the Russian war diggers. And they not only find amazing relics, but they also repatriate fallen soldiers. Very important. So yeah, check out the Russian war diggers. Wow. Seriously, check them out. Thank you. Oh my gosh, Dog Star Blazer with a little super chat. He's got a little chicken. A little chicken's working out. We're gonna have to work out when the Bender song comes on. Oh yeah. Pumping those weights, little green chicken person thing.
That's so funny.
Dog Star Blazer, thank you. All right, I'm gonna do my weights. Right on, right on. Thank you very much, Carlos.
He's been killing it recently with those silver finds. Yeah, he had pulled out a barber quarter recently. I think it was 1912 barber quarter from a new location that we've scouted out, and then he pulled a barber dime from it just yesterday. So he's
Wow.
been doing great.
So he's not in New York anymore?
No, Carlos is.
Oh, Carlos is. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Oh, Ferris Bueller wasn't.
Ferris Bueller wasn't.
Okay, all right. So let's since the New York crew is in the chat, well represented. Who was the first member of the New York City posse that you met?
You know, it's really funny how we all got together, because about 2 years ago in 2018, I was preparing to get married, and so I was going through a lot of like planning stages, and I had gotten a strange message saying you have to go to this park because there was an amusement park that used to be there, and we think you'll find cool stuff if you metal detect there. And I couldn't go just because I was planning my wedding. And so when I got married in September, I moved in November of that year. So there was just a lot of stuff going on, and I wanted to go to that park, but I couldn't. And that was 𝗥𝗔𝗗𝗪𝗧𝗏 Park, I believe. Then early in 2019, I saw that Meryl had posted a video searching for Golden City, and I guess the person who messaged me also sent Meryl a message, and Meryl just got there first.
Mm-hmm.
So I sent Meryl a message when I saw his videos, and I said, you know, we should hunt this place together. I received the message. I think that there's good stuff there. And he had found silver coins. And that's how it started, I guess, with me and Meryl going out to hunt 𝗥𝗏𝗪𝗧𝗏 Park together.
So Meryl, you'd say Meryl was the first one.
Yeah, Meryl was the first one.
And then it just grew to what it is now.
Yeah, so we were basically feeding each other, me and Meryl, locations. So he had done the 𝗥𝗏𝗪𝗧𝗏 Park. I had told him about Dead Horse Bay. And then one day I had told him, let's go hunt Orchard Beach. It's sort of the only beach in the Bronx, so it serves a large community of people, and it's a small beach, so things tend to be very compacted. And while at Orchard Beach, we met Carlos, we met Rob, we met Dennis and Merlin. I think Meryl had met Keith possibly through YouTube, and Indiana Tones through YouTube, so I had met them later.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Now, when most people who oh my goodness, Canadian Relic Recon hit the big fat member.
Oh, cool.
Thank you, Canadian Relic Recon. Right on, right on. Oh my goodness, right on. Thank you very much. When you think of New York City, you think of some really, really like dangerous, seedy areas. I don't like. This is just me. I don't know if they still have them anymore. But have you ever detected anywhere where your life might have been in danger?
In danger? Yes,
Yeah.
actually. In my latest video, sort of scouting for new locations, we had gone to what's it called, Crotona Park here in the Bronx, and Merrill went. He found a ring, and he had to go pretty soon after. Rob, wasn't getting anything, and he had things to do, so he left. So it was just me and Carlos in the park, and we had seen some shady people, and they said some pretty strange things to us. There was one guy who thought it was going to snow because the government was launching rockets into outer space. That was pretty strange. And then this other person was saying that we should go hunt a cemetery because that's where the gold is. Just very strange characters saying really strange things. We were weirded out, and we left. And even at the location we hunted just yesterday, as soon as we got out of our car, there was a guy sort of yelling and saying these strange things to us about, the cops harassing him. And yeah, it's just really strange when someone comes up to you really hyper and with all this energy.
Yeah.
And it's
Yeah.
like, I don't know you. I'm sorry. Like,
oh my goodness. Ferris Bueller's Day Off hit the member. He is a rookie, and oh my goodness, Canadian Relic Recon is now an inspector. So right on, right on. There's a question. There's a question in the chat. Mark Thomas wants to know, what is your scavenger superpower?
My scavenger superpower, I think, is scouting out new locations. The new location that we've been to recently has given us a lot of silver. I introduced Meryl to Dead Horse Bay and to Orchard Beach. I got the crew together in Prospect Park the first time last year during the cherry blossom festival. It was beautiful when all those trees were in bloom, and I said, this will be a really nice time to hunt and just bring everybody together. And people who don't normally hunt the city, like 𝗥𝗔𝗗𝗪𝗧𝗏, who's out in Long Island, came over
Ah.
to hunt. So
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
Right on. So how do you someone asked earlier, how do you do your research? Do you just seek out like the really old parts, or is there a method to your madness?
Yeah, there is. That's a really good question, actually. So the New York City Parks Department on the permit gives you a list of places, and I just look at the places. I look them up online. Sometimes there's Wikipedia articles, but more likely the New York City Parks Department website has a history of when it became a park and when any construction was done. So if any baseball fields or tennis fields were placed there, when that was done, and sort of using those dates, you can sort of figure out, good locations that haven't been touched much recently.
I just want to say Canadian Relic Recon, little blue chicken doing weights. $5. Right on, right on. Thank
That's
you
so
all so
cool.
much. Thank you. Everything goes back into the channel. Thank you so very much.
That's cool.
Oh my goodness. We have Emily Little Dirt Diggers is here. Rob, FL Florida Thunder, coin collecting with Tyler is here. We have a bunch of people in DC detecting. Thank you all. Thank you very much for watching us today. I do appreciate that. So how many members would you say are in your posse?
Oh wow. There's me, Meryl, Dennis and Marilyn. That's a mother-daughter team. So that's 4. There's Carlos and Rob. That's 6. Keith, that's 7. Lou is 8. We could include 𝗥𝗔𝗗𝗪𝗧𝗏. He's not always available to come out, but it's another one. Jeff and James recently joined the crew. That's 11, I believe.
Wow.
I really hope I'm not forgetting anybody.
So there really is no reason for any one of you to go detecting by yourself, because there should always be somebody that you could
There
get.
should always be someone. We are all walking with equinoxes, which are not cheap. The last thing you want is for someone to roll up and steal that, or to be in trouble with the parks department. I think if they see a group of like 2 or 3 people, because we don't always go on all the hunts together, but if they see a group of 2 or 3 people, they're less likely to bother than if you're alone. Then they're more likely to sort of give a ticket.
Ah, okay. So I don't think that you're having much success lately at the beach because there's like been nobody depositing.
Yeah, so the beaches are really great when people are allowed to swim, because they get in the water, your hands sort of shrivel up a little bit, and you lose those rings, you lose those earrings, you're swimming, you lose the necklace that you forgot you had on. And now nobody's allowed to swim because of the coronavirus. People are still allowed to go to the sandy areas of the beach, but it is not the same. You don't find the same amount of jewelry you do in the tidal area and in the water. So we've been not going to the beach. And whenever we do go, it's so clean because we had gone during the off season to hunt, everything that was left over from last year. So you're basically resorting to picking up a bunch of pennies. It's really hard to detect the beaches now, and when they do open the beaches, I'll be very happy because that's where I find most of the jewelry.
Right on, right on. You're digging it. Metal Detecting's in the house. He said, like, is Adele a group member, or is she just like is
Adele doesn't go out metal detecting with us. I think she recently bought a metal detector though, so there's no reason
really?
why not. Yeah. She recently bought a metal detector. I don't know if she's gone out to use it to try it out, but she definitely, when we go to Dead Horse Bay, we look for her.
She's quite the personality, eh?
Yeah, she goes there just about every day, so she's an expert. I think Meryl calls her the legend of Dead Horse Bay. Yeah, her finds are legendary.
Oh, right on. Right now, if oh my God, who is this? A Ferris Dueler again. He says, "Who are the members of the New Jersey crew?"
Oh, I don't know. I don't hunt with a lot of people from New Jersey.
Maybe someone in the chat will be able to answer that.
Yeah.
So if you were to describe Adele in one word. One word.
Ooh,
Only one word.
personality. She has a
Okay.
lot of personality. And you see that a lot with the way that she talks. When I first met her, she was out with her daughter actually, and their banter back and forth was, to me, it was shocking. I was like, oh my god, like that's how they're talking to each other. But that's just the type of person she is, and you see the way if she makes fun of you, she likes you, and
Oh,
you see the
okay.
way she is with Meryl, always calling him a nincompoop and to stay out of her spot. And that banter just means that she's comfortable with you, she likes you, but
Right.
there's a lot of personality there.
Right on. Right on. I know that Lou, Indiana Tones, is a member of a local club. Are you?
No, I have actually never joined a metal detecting club, and I think a lot of that has to do with I'm sort of confined to where I can go because I don't drive. I use public transportation to go everywhere, and the Staten Island History Hunters are pretty far from me. I'd say if I were to go to a meeting, it would probably be a 2-hour journey to get there and 2-hour journey to get back.
Wow.
Yeah, so I'm very thankful actually to the New York crew, especially to Carlos and Robert and Meryl as well. Whenever we go out the hunting, they say, "Do you need a ride?" And they'll come by and pick me up.
That's pretty
So
cool.
they've just been, invaluable to me.
Do you ever get any weird looks when you're on the subway or on the bus and you've got your metal detector and your like other equipment?
Yeah, on the subway all the time, and I feel like it's less weird and more curious. People ask me, oh, what is that? What are you looking for? Where are you going? When I'm walking around with my metal detector, I try to hide my digging tool in my pouch. I don't want to go out with something that looks like a machete
Right.
on the
Right.
subway or on the bus. So yeah, it's kind of interesting because you start up conversations with people you don't know. It's a great conversation starter.
Mhm.
Especially when you're in New York with a metal detector. I don't think a lot of New York City
No.
people see that.
No. No. Dragonfly Diggs says hit the like with a super chat. Thank you very much for that. What you said you were using is it the 600, the Equinox 600?
Equinox 600, yeah, I upgraded last year from the Ace 350, and it just changed everything. The Ace 350 didn't do too well in saltwater, but once I started saltwater detecting, uh, the finds just instantaneously got better. Yeah.
Outdoorsy Gal O has a question. She says, do you feel that any of the finds that you have ever found had spirits attached to them? Because there is age and history in New York.
Yeah, there is, and that's a very awesome question. I was sort of in college, I was put onto the idea that things that children play with, like dolls and toys and GI Joes, are imbued with that innocence and that sort of power of children, because the children give their time and their love to this toy. So when they lose it and you find it, you're supposed to take care of that thing and it'll give you good luck. And we sort of see this is like a widespread belief in Toy Story 3. There's the truckers going through the dumpster and trash, and they have all the toys tied to the front of the truck, sort of keeping them there, to give them some sort of luck. So what I like to do to sort of symbolize that is when I find a die-cast car, I like to get it fixed up. And that involves sending it away. They sand down the body of the die-cast car, get rid of the paint, repaint it, redo the axles. Yeah, it's a lot of work, but
You've had a few done. Can
yeah,
you
I
can
have a
you
few
show us?
done.
You've had one actually. Like, yeah, this person went to town on these cars.
Yeah, I could show this one.
Yeah, sure. Show
That
us.
I have out. It has sort of my face and my channel name on it. The detecting zone with the two metal detectors. This is a Camaro I found in
Right
Coney
on.
Island. I found this Camaro.
Oh, right on. That's actually pretty cool.
And I have another one here. The person actually went out and purchased another car. Actually, that's not it. Where is it? Sorry, just one second. It's
No
on my
problem.
shelf.
No problem. Thank you. You're digging it. I appreciate that. I appreciate your sentiment. Thank you
There you
very
go.
much.
It's up here. Ah, sorry about that. This is another one. It says the detecting zone
Oh, there you go.
on the hood of the car. They actually bought another car of the same type and
Wow.
put it in the Hot Wheels. And he actually built a small Equinox and put it in the back. It's hard to get it because the back is red, that windshield in the back is red. So
Yeah.
it's hard to see, but there's an Equinox back there.
That's cool. That is really cool. Now that must have cost a ton of cash.
Yeah. The first car cost a lot. The second one, not as much as you would. It was $40. I could say that it was $40 to fix the
Really?
second car.
Oh, right on. Right on. That's actually pretty cool. Do you let's say going back to that outdoorsy gal's question with the spirit attached to something. Like I know that I found dump digging, I found a really cool doll's head and people thought it was really creepy, but I cleaned it up and I keep it on my desk. I think it's kind of cool. Do you have any such souvenirs?
Souvenirs that I keep. Other than the cars, no. I do have like a few strange toys. I found this sort of Toy Story.
Oh, right on.
This was floating in the water. I think it's it's plastic, but it's hollow. It was floating in the water on the beach one day when I was
That's
detecting.
cool.
So I've kept that, and I did find like a Bane. It's a Batman villain, like little metal thing. I can't see it now, but I kept that as well. Yeah.
Right on. Right on. Someone asked, what's the oldest coin you've ever detected? Or I guess found.
That was placed on my channel. I showed that on my channel just this week. I found my oldest coin ever. So I can show that off now. It was an 1825 capped bust $1/2, and it's right here.
Wow, that's
This is a
beautiful.
pre-Civil War $1/2. And unfortunately, it was in the ground for so long, it's bent a little. You can't see it.
Yeah, you can.
You can. In the flip. But it's bent a little bit.
That cleaned up really, really nice.
Yeah. I got a little bit of flack for that in the comments. People were like, why did you clean it? But I didn't really shine it up that much. I took off the dirt and I soap water and a toothbrush, basically. So, yeah.
Yeah, you know what? YouTube is like that. If you can get a lot of flack for something, but
to be honest, like my reason, because I do shine up the jewelry and I do have a polishing cloth.
Yeah.
But if I'm going to put something in a coin flip like this, I don't want the dirt on it. I don't want the grime on it. I try to clean it as best as I could.
Yeah.
So.
And bottom line, Jonathan, that's your coin. You can do whatever you want with it.
Yeah.
Like seriously, you can do whatever you want. So I'm going to ask you what the weirdest thing is.
Weirdest?
Weird.
Oh, man.
Like, you're digging New York City. There must be some weird stuff.
Wow. I'm not sure. Oh, I did find this token that has a pretty funny story. So this 𝗥𝗔𝗗𝗪𝗧 token, 𝗥𝗥𝗪𝗧 is a laxative company. And so it's advertisement for laxative. So that's pretty weird, but it says good for the bowel on it, and I didn't understand what that meant when I first found the coin. But also, what makes it weird is that this is a token that you flip, and no matter which way you flip it, you win. So if it lands on heads, it says heads, I win, and if it lands on tails, it says tails, you lose.
Oh, yes. Okay. That's yes.
So either way, I win. So this is a pretty strange find.
That looks kind of old.
Yeah, it was made, I think, in the 30s. When I looked it up, it said it was made in the 30s. So yeah, I've also seen like very strange things pulled. My friend Robert Crespo, we were hunting Inwood Park, I think it was last week or the week before, and he found a very small copper token, and it had like the triangle with the eye in the middle, sort of like an Illuminati symbol.
Yeah.
And it was a token that was sort of given out to promote the prevention of AIDS. So you could redeem these tokens for condoms. So that was pretty strange.
I don't know if the Illuminati would like that. But...
yeah, it's just a lot of strange things.
Wow, that's really bizarro.
Really random.
Really bizarro. Yes. Now, Jonathan, is there something that eludes you, that you have, like your white whale, something that you really would, it doesn't have to be a coin, but something that you really, really want to find, but you haven't found yet?
I haven't found, and I guess there's not a lot of them because they were so big, but those really big dollar coins from back in the day, sort of like the Eisenhower dollars
Ah,
or before, I'd
mm-hmm.
really like to find one of those.
Really?
I do have a lot from. I used to go to the banks and ask for them because they were silver before '64, and I sort of play the lottery whether they were going to give me coins or not.
Yeah.
Um, so I do have a few, but I've never found one metal detecting. I think that would be a really awesome thing to find.
Hey, Adele's in the chat.
Oh, hey Adele, how you doing?
Adele, I would love to go detecting with you one day, and yeah, I think we would have a blast. I really
Definitely.
would.
Definitely. Adele
Right
found
on.
some strange things in Dead Horse Bay.
Oh, I'm sure she can
Yeah.
tell stories. I'm
Yeah.
sure she can. Right on. Is there anyone that like dead or alive, I'm gonna say, that you would really love to like take out to Dead Horse Bay?
This might sound strange, and there's a little story behind it, but Edgar Allan Poe.
Oh.
I love reading. I have his complete works right here, and there's a park in the Bronx dedicated to him, and the cottage that he lived in towards the end of his life is in the park. And on the permit, it allows you to dig there. So I've metal detected in the backyard of the cottage that Edgar Allan Poe used to live in.
Wow.
And I just love his work. He had a way with words that you don't see nowadays. It was like art. And the way Stephen King is like very descriptive in his writing, Edgar Allan Poe had that same quality. You see it in The Raven and Telltale Heart and all his popular works, but also he's done very strange things like he has written hoaxes. Sort of like there was one hoax that was like the first transatlantic flight. It wasn't really, but he wrote that it happened, and he gave so much detail that people thought it was real. And I think taking him out to Dead Horse Bay, just the way he describes things with his language, I would like to see that. I would like to see, now,
Yeah.
because he lived a long time ago.
Yes.
I would like to
Yes.
see him now, see how we react to those things from the past, and to write and to know about that. So
I can't
yeah.
believe that you detected the backyard to his cottage.
Yeah,
I
and
just
I found a silver
wow.
quarter there. That was really
Wow.
exciting. I tried to go back once I got my Equinox because when I hunted it, I did it with the Ace 350, and they
Yes.
were doing construction in that park,
Ah.
overturning the soil and all that jazz. So it doesn't really seem like it'll be that good if I go back, but I would like to try.
Oh,
once that
for
construction is done.
sure. Oh, for sure. Wow, that's
Yeah.
actually really, really cool. Now, this has nothing to do with metal detecting, but I ask everybody this. What's your favorite flavor of potato chips?
Potato chip. Ooh, I like spicy things. So Pringles has like a few jalapeno flavors. They have their normal jalapeno flavor and their roasted jalapeno flavor chips that I really like.
Right on. What about favorite chocolate bar?
Ooh, Zero.
A Zero? That's the name of the bar?
It's the name of the bar. Yeah,
I can't comment on that. I've never heard of that bar before.
it's really good. It's not one that it's really popular, but whenever I see a Zero bar, I'm like, oh yeah, I remember having those, and those are really good.
Really?
Whatchamacallits are also really good.
I've heard of that. I've heard of that. Interesting. Wow. Hey, I see there's a completed Rubik's Cube on the back there. How, can
yeah,
you
I could solve
can
the
you do
cube.
the Rubik's Cube?
Yeah.
How,
So
how
let me
long
just
does it
look
take you
this
to
up
do the
randomly
Rubik's
while we
Cube?
talk.
How long would it take you to do that?
About 2 or 3 minutes.
Get out. Really?
Yeah, I'm just like randomly shuffling the colors now. We could do this.
Do it. Do it live. Do it live. Keep it in the
Do it
frame.
live?
Keep it in the frame there. We'll
Okay.
talk.
Oh, that's a good idea.
Is it okay if we talk, or can you be distracted?
Yeah, I could be distracted. So I'm gonna start off with the orange side. Let's
Okay.
start from here. It's pretty well mixed.
All right.
You could ask away.
Well, it was there. What the heck? I'm like, I wonder if he can do the Rubik's Cube.
Yeah, it's something I picked up in college. While I was part of the juggling crew in college, and we all had like strange talents. And mine was like I could solve the Rubik's Cube.
Really?
Yeah. Sorry, it's not in frame.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
I gotta
that's
say, I have a
orange
Rubik's
side
Cube,
down.
but I've never. I used to like try to get it, but I bought one, but it stays done. That way I could just
Oh, I
have.
see.
Yeah,
You
it's-
have it permanently in the
That's,
fixed position.
that's right. It stays done.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. Wow. So you do one side first. Okay.
Uh-huh. And then I try to do the middle layer, and then I work on the top side. So right now I'm working on like the second layer.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. It's actually been a
Wow.
few months since I
Oh,
did
it
this.
looks like it's almost done.
Yeah, so the second layer down here is almost all done, and I have sort of a star shape going on the top. So, yeah.
Wow. Oh my goodness.
And,
Wow.
let's
Wow.
see. I just need the corners on top now.
Oh my gosh.
Just two more. Just these two opposite sides now.
Wow. Oh my
One,
𝗥𝗔𝗗𝗧𝗏 says she did two sides once.
two.
Oh my god. So is there a trick to that?
To be honest, it looks like I go really fast, but I solve it one piece at a time.
Really?
So.
Wow. Congrats. I'm gonna, yeah, here we go. That was fabulous. That was absolutely fabulous. That didn't take very long.
Like Indiana Toad says.
That did not take very long.
Yeah, sort of. There's a little bit of muscle memory once you've done it.
Wow.
You know, a few times. You look at the pieces, and once you find the piece and you know where it goes, there's muscle memory for how to put it where it's supposed to go.
Wow. Congratulations. That's actually really, really cool. So Jonathan, on your YouTube channel, you have 556 subscribers at the time that I did my research. I hope that you have a ton more from this show. But did you ever think all those years ago that people would subscribe to your channel and watch what you do?
You know, in the beginning, it was just me and my friends from college. And I never thought that it was more just like to keep a record of what was going on, you know, in my life, and not really, you know, for the views or for the comments. But now with the metal detecting community and putting out these videos, a lot of people are tuning in, and I'm learning a lot from them. And I'm very thankful for, you know, what we have here in New York, and, you know, the ability to connect with people in this way. Yeah.
Right on. Where can people keep up with you on social media, Jonathan?
I have a Facebook page. It's just my name, Jonathan Mejia. And I can type in the chat my username on Instagram, jmejia1187. There you go.
Right
so if you want to search me on Instagram, that's where I'll be. I don't post a lot of finds on Instagram. It's more like books I'm reading, games I'm playing, other things that I'm doing. The best way for metal detecting stuff would be on YouTube.
𝗥𝗔𝗗𝗏𝗏 says, do you play any instruments?
No, I don't play any instruments.
Really?
Although I always thought it would be cool to learn how to play guitar.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah.
When I was a kid, I wanted to play the guitar. My parents took me to the Royal Conservatory of Music, which was like a big deal. Lessons were really expensive back then. And for whatever reason, they signed me up for the accordion.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I know. So I can play the accordion. But not the guitar.
That's a really unique instrument. That's cool though.
Yeah, okay.
That play the ukulele.
Yes.
That I think that would also be a really fun instrument to learn.
Yeah, the ukulele is actually making there's a lot of people playing current music with the ukulele. It's making a big comeback.
Yeah.
But I've not seen too many accordion players. So.
Yeah. But it's okay. It's unique.
Thank you. You said that very well. You said that really well. Now, Jonathan, we're winding up the show. Do you have some finds and stuff you'd like to show us? Some cool things that you've dug lately?
Yeah, definitely. Let's see. I could show you some of like the better finds from last year. This was a gold bracelet that I found in Orchard Beach, and I found this in the water.
Holy.
Yeah. It was a little bit broken here on the clasp, and I was able just to get a wrench and like squeeze it together. So that's how it came off. But
that's beautiful.
Yeah. Again, this is nothing compared to the one that Carlos found at Coney Island. But it's still very cool. This one I actually gave to my wife. I asked her to borrow it for this, so I could show you. The same day that I found the capped bust, my oldest coin, this was the piece of jewelry that I said was my best sort of find
Ooh,
of the day. It's silver. It
wow,
has
that's
huge,
nice.
beautiful pink rock. I don't know how well that comes out in the
Yeah, we can see it. Yeah. Wow.
yeah. And I've just spent minutes of my life looking at this rock because it's so
Wow.
beautiful. Yeah, I like to look things up. I have books up here, gemstones, and I I think this could be one of three different types of stones. I was trying to identify it by the color, but
Hmm.
I have to take it in somewhere to ID
Wow, that's
the rock
nice.
there.
That is really, really nice.
And maybe one more. A few of my friends in New York have found miraculous medallions,
Ah,
and
yeah.
so I have one miraculous medallion here with
Wow, that's nice.
Mary, and this is sterling silver. But
Beautiful.
what's cool about this one is if you turn it around, it has a Saint Christopher medal in the back, and they're both complete. So for miraculous medallion, it has to have sort of the two hearts in the back with the M
Oh, right
and
on.
the
So
yeah
you're doubly protected with that. That's beautiful.
yeah
You're getting Mary and St. Christopher all in one. Beautiful
yeah.
medallion. Right on, right on. You know what? You can wear that on your neck and you could go into any park in New York City and you're
I'll be just
protected.
fine. Yeah, I'll have protection.
You'll have the aura around you that nobody will bother you.
Hmm.
Oh my goodness, right on. Anything else you want to share? This is your share time.
This is my share time. Okay, yeah, I got something. This was very strange. So there's a story behind this one. Merrill had just gotten the Amphibio, and he hadn't yet gotten the Equinox, and I had just purchased my Equinox. So we were on Orchard Beach, and Merrill decides to lend me his Beach Hunter because I'd never used the pulse induction machine before. I said I
Mm-hmm.
wanted to try it out,
Yeah.
and so he used my Equinox. That day, I was pulling so many pennies out from Orchard Beach. It was ridiculous. I could not sort of determine what the signal was going to be before I dug it. There
Mm-hmm.
was no sort of target ID on it,
Exactly.
you could say.
Mm-hmm.
And he had found amazing things. I think he found a piece of gold and a piece of silver with the Nox. And that same day, he purchased his Equinox.
Really?
It was pretty. He was sort of very impressed with that machine. And I wasn't having a good day using his Beach Hunter.
Yeah.
So when I got the Equinox back, I went into the water, and I was with Carlos, and one of the first signals I got was a penny signal. I'm like, do I want to dig this? I've been getting pennies all day. You know what? I'll dig it. It sounds very strong. And what came up was this little silver ring with this green rock. It looks like an emerald in
Wow,
there.
that's really nice.
Yeah, and it's marked 925, but this came up 21 on the Equinox, like a penny.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Wow, that's maybe
So
maybe it was sitting different or weird or
yeah,
something.
I mean,
Wow.
when I pass it over the coil now, it still
Yeah.
comes up. Well, depending on how you hold it, it still could come up like a penny. So yeah, dig everything,
Wow.
guys.
Oh my goodness, at the beach you have to dig everything.
Yeah,
Totally.
definitely.
No cherry picking at the beach, for sure.
Um, and this one sort of gave me a little attack when I found it. I haven't tested it out. Carlos has a diamond tester, so when I see him, maybe I'll bring this so we could test this one out. This was in Coney Island. This silver ring.
Holy.
Yeah, I haven't
Wow.
tested it. I want to. I don't think they put diamonds on silver, but you never know. You
It's
never know.
possible. So that is real, that's real silver.
This is real silver. Yes.
Wow. Wow, that's nice.
And let's get back into the gold.
What's
'Cause
with the Mr. T jewelry at Coney Island? Seriously.
I don't really know. Well, the thing is about Coney Island is that the beach it's long, but there's one area of the beach in front of the amusement park that's very popular. So the amount of people that go, it's just very, very high quantity of people, and so large amounts of stuff are lost there.
Yeah.
The same for Orchard Beach.
So you can't detect Coney Island. Like you'd have to detect there either like really early in the morning or something, right? Because I mean, you don't want to go there when people are there, right?
We have been out there when people are there,
Oh.
and for the most part, people leave you alone. But there's a few people that want to stop you and talk to you, and you just have to sort of, stop and talk or deal with it. A lot of my friends, they wear headphones so that,
Ah, yes, yes,
and if
yes.
people are talking, they might, oh, sorry, I can't hear you. What,
Yeah,
So
yeah. Right on. Right
yeah,
on.
this was a gold 14 karat men's band that I had found. This one on Orchard Beach.
Wow. Wow. Oh, wow. That's
Yeah.
nice. Wow,
So
that's really nice.
I have
My
like my
goodness.
little collection of jewelry here. Let's see. There's a a
You
lot of
did
silver.
say you like jewelry.
Yeah, I do like jewelry. I have coins too that I could show, but one last jewelry for this. So this is stamped 14K, but I haven't gotten the rocks checked out yet. This is an earring. I don't wear
Really?
earrings,
Well,
but
that's very wow.
and these
Mr.
rocks
T
are
brought a girlfriend to Coney Island.
yeah. So someone lost this. So
Wow. Wow. My
yeah, and
goodness.
all of my silver sort of coins, I put them in my coin book, and so let's see if I can get one of these pages out. Maybe the dimes. Yeah. One of my favorite coins to find is the Mercury dime.
Me too.
So I sort of have a page of silver dimes.
Ah, you found all those?
Well, yeah, most of them I
Oh, right on.
found metal detecting. Every once in a while I get one in change, but yeah,
Ah,
for the most part, these are all metal detecting finds.
there was one up top that had some red in the. What is that?
Red. It's so this is a 1950 silver dime. I don't know what is on it.
Oh,
I've tried
okay.
to get it off.
Okay. Okay.
Um,
Like
I
nail
know that
polish or something?
I had well, it's not nail polish. Because nail polish would sort of scrape off, and I tried to clean this one. I know back in the day, my mother had told me that in chemistry class they had done a few sort of experiments where you
Mm.
plate metal, and they would use coins, and they try to plate the coins with a different metal to change the color. And so sometimes you would find a coin that has a strange color for that reason.
Ah,
And I'm not
okay.
sure why this is pink, but I would suspect that might have something to do with it.
Ah, okay. All right. I gotcha. I gotcha now. Right on. Anything else in your little bag of tricks there?
Oh wow, I found like a lot of strange things. This is one I found recently. This pocket watch. It says Little Debbie's Snacks.
Oh, yeah.
Not sure what that's about. I haven't found any information online. I'm not sure if it's just trash or what, but I kept it around just in
Interesting.
case.
I didn't think Little Debbie's has been around for for ages. Maybe she has. I don't know.
Yeah, it looks really old, but if it was just iron, it would have rusted quickly.
Hmm.
And I found like a lot of subway tokens. That's one of
Oh,
my
yeah.
favorite things
Okay.
to find here in New
Mm-hmm.
York. Um, Subway tokens are always fun. Oh, this one I found in Prospect Park. It I don't know what kind of metal it is, but Star Wars fans will like this.
Oh, right on. That's actually pretty cool.
Darth Vader.
Is that a pendant?
Yeah, it looks like a pendant, but the chain is sort of stuck inside the head in a big ball of rust.
Oh, that's
So the
actually really
chain,
cool. That's
yeah, the
cool.
chain was really rusty. But the pendant was fine. So the
Interesting.
pendant is not, you know,
Mm-hmm.
that
That's actually pretty
rusting
cool.
material, not iron. Um, and I have found like some really old buttons as well. I'm not sure if I have any like available to show right away, but there's like some old some bullets too. I found this bullet.
I'm sure there's tons of bullets in New
Yeah,
York.
in New York, it's
Yes.
pretty scary when you find something like this. I actually had found one bullet on Coney Island, which was even like in a park, okay, but on the beach, like who's shooting on the beach?
You never
Very
know. You
strange.
never know. Hey, Jonathan, I forgot to ask you, and I don't know how I forgot to ask you, but where did the detecting zone name come from, as if I don't already know?
Yeah, one of my favorite shows is The Twilight Zone. I actually have a book over here written by Rod Serling, The Twilight Zone, sort of episodes that were never put on the show back in the day. Yeah, I must have seen that series, 4 or 5 times, completely through. And I was sort of rebranding my YouTube channel last year, and I was like asking myself what would give me inspiration, what's cool, and what's something that nobody else has done. And so that's how I came up with that. Sort of in the detecting community, nobody has.
What was it before the detecting zone?
It was just my username,
Oh, really?
Mahia1187.
Ah, okay,
And
okay.
I had wanted to change my username because it wasn't really catchy. Like nobody would remember the string of numbers.
Yes,
Um,
that's true.
So I figured the detecting zone, that's, straight to the point.
Mm-hmm. Right on, right on. I think we're kind of running close to the end here. What do you have anything that you want to say?
Yeah, actually, I meant to do this earlier. I meant to do this when we started, but congratulations to you for finding that silver ring with that beautiful yellow stone.
Oh, I think it's really old. I do. I think it's.
Yeah.
And you know what? When I watched the video, I look like a total. Well, I can't say these words anymore, but I look like a clueless person because I was actually looking at the back of the ring, thinking that like, oh, what an unusual ring. But then all of a sudden, it's like, oh no, this has a yellow stone.
Yeah, that wasn't your fault. It was twisted. The front of the ring had twisted sort of 180 degrees, so it was hard to tell.
Now I haven't. It's apparently it's pre 1900s, and that I'm like totally thrilled about that because I did dig it on the asylum, but like when you think about what that ring has been through, and like I'm like thinking about really cool stories, absolutely incredible, like incredible. I was totally thrilled.
That ring just seemed so cool. When you talk about old rings, I had found one recently. Let's see if I could pull it out. I have it here. Yeah, so I found this one at Inwood Park, and when I found it, it was just really crusty and really dark. And I cleaned it out, and it's marked 18 karat, but it is not 18 karat. We tested it, and it is fake. And just because it was so crusty, and I was speaking to a few people, and the idea is that it might be a depression era ring. Back during the Depression, people would get bronze, make a ring, and try to sell it as gold. And so, yeah. So jewelry has history too, just like coins.
And did you not find a fake coin?
No, it was that ring that.
It was
fake.
the ring that was fake.
Yeah. Yeah.
𝗥𝗔𝗗𝗪𝗧𝗧, thank you. He says he has to go. It was a blast. Have a blessed day. Thank you, 𝗥𝗔𝗗𝗪𝗧𝗧.
Right on.
Right
We
on.
might be going out detecting sometime next week. Me and Carlos.
Oh, right on.
We were researching a few spots, just talking to each other online. So it's gonna be exciting.
Right on. I'm gonna keep you here just for 1 sec here. I just want to say that join me next week, next Sunday. My special guest is going to be Ed from Flash in Your Pan.
Oh, cool.
So if you have any questions whatsoever about gold pan, oh my goodness, what's going on here? Oh, hang on, gotta do my dance. Boom. Thank you, Dogstar. If you have any questions whatsoever or curiosity about panning for gold, that sort of thing, then definitely join me next Sunday at 10 a.m. Jonathan, it has been an absolute pleasure talking with you. Yeah, you are a well-rounded individual.
Oh, thank you.
And you know what? And I appreciate the fact that that you read books, that you still like to read books. Totally.
Oh, yeah. Always. It's
totally
something that I've loved ever since I was young, and I don't think I'll ever let that go.
Right on. Absolutely. Yeah. Thank you all for joining me today. I do appreciate that. I want to thank everyone that super chatted, and there were a bunch of people who chose to become a member of the channel, and I really appreciate that as well. I will be contacting you through Gmail to thank you personally, so thank you. Jonathan, are you going out today?
Probably not today. I am looking for a new pair of gloves. My old pair of Metal Detecting gloves have broken, so I might be heading out to like Home Depot or something like that to get a really nice pair of gloves. Right. But this week I definitely want to go out. There's a few places we've been researching.
Right on.
It's a very exciting stuff, really old ground that I think hasn't been touched because a lot of people don't detect the Bronx. So.
Oh, right on. Is that because it's scary?
It's a bit scary, yeah. The South Bronx is a scary area, to be honest. And back when I was detecting alone, it was a lot harder, to go alone to these areas. But now that we have our crew, we go out in a group, and it's a lot safer situation for everybody.
Right on. Well, good luck. I hope you find some really, really cool things. And like I said, if you've neglected to hit the like button on this stream, and I totally get that because we had a great guest today and we were chatting. Remember to like this stream before you exit the building. I will see you all next week sometime. So until then, Jonathan, again, thank you very much. And I'm going to leave you with this. Right on. Thank you, Jonathan. Have a great day. Get your official Diggy Canuck merchandise at Teespring. Mugs, t-shirts, hoodies, and more. Remember that every purchase you make helps to support the channel. Check out the link in the description down below.